All right, so today we got another one. This is gonna be we got Young Don tells the story of getting finessed by a homeless guy, featuring Astro Dior. There you go.
And me, bro. We go into the bathroom, bro. It's like this nigga don't know how to use a bathroom. Bro, it's just nasty. Like, feel like it's shit on the toilet.
No!
I'm telling you, bro. It's shit on the toilet. Everything was just a mess, bro. Yo, you want to hear a story you probably never heard, though? The craziest thing I ever did for a homeless person, bro?
Oh,
All right, here's the craziest thing I ever did for a homeless person. And so, of course, I would never talk about this shit while I was a Christian, because it's like there's this weird rule
So
where
what does he
basically
do?
if you talk about the shit you do, then it's like it undoes it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
got it.
I wouldn't
it's a
say
lot
that. I
of
wouldn't
it's a
say
lot
that.
of things I did for people as a Christian in secret. You know what I'm saying? I would never talk about it, never film it. You know, I spent thousands of dollars trying to help people as a Christian, bro. Thousands. You know what I'm saying? But shit is what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
And so anyway, one time, and you know who can vouch for this? Cordell. Cordell?
Okay.
He was there.
Yeah.
This was, bro. So and this was back when I was still driving my Beamer. I had a blue coupe Beamer, right? So one day,
I ain't no bro headlock.
you know, we had that little office space where we did the podcast. I think we was around those parts. Anyway, me and Cordell are in the car.
His chat is wild. Did y'all see that? His chat is wild.
And we go to get lunch. That's what it was. We went to go get lunch at a Panda Express. And so we're going through the Panda Express drive-through, and I see this dude, this homeless dude. He looked like he probably in his like mid to late 20s. You feel me? And bro, yeah. But bro it was starting to get cold actually. It was starting to get cold too. And bro's barefoot, and his clothes is all tattered, and he just looked rough. You know what I'm saying? And so I see it, bro, and I'm like, dang, you hungry? He's like, yeah, I'm hungry. I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna get you something to eat. And so I go to Panda Express, I get him the 3 entree platter. You know what I'm saying? The big boy meal. The one, bro. Got him like orange chicken, teriyaki chicken.
Man.
You feel me? The noodles. I get him that, and I give him the food. And bro, he sit down, he start eating right away. He start smacking that shit, bro. I was like, dang. But I'm like, man, it's cold. I was like, bro, I was like, nah, bro. So do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? And so how I was interpreting that at that point in time was literally what we were all expected to do as Christians, is put yourself in the shoes of the people you're interacting with and treat them the way you would want someone to treat you. And so I'm thinking, man, if I was ever homeless, I'm cold, I'm on the streets, I'm hungry, and you know what I'm saying, and a dude approached me and he bred it up, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, man, that would be so nice for him to like give me some socks, you know what I'm saying? Some shoes. And so I'm like, all right, bro. And so there was a Ross Dress for Less that was like right there too.
Okay.
And so I was like, bet. Here's what I'm gonna go grab you some clothes, bro. And so I go get him some clothes, right? Me and Cordell, we go into the Ross, you feel me? And we pick up some underwear, some socks, some shoes, some clothes like pants, shirts, sweater, you know what I'm saying? From to stay warm.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Don't worry, this story gets so crazy, bro. And so I go and I get him the, you know, I get him the clothes and I give them to him.
Okay.
And then I'm like, dang, you got somewhere to stay? I'm thinking of the Good Samaritan, bro. I'm thinking of the Good Samaritan from the Bible, bro.
Right.
I know. I was like, you got somewhere to stay? Where you sleeping? He's like, he's sleeping on the streets, right?
On the ground.
Cordell can vouch for all of this, bro. I'm not making none of this shit up. You see it, niggas want to say I was faking being a Christian type shit. You know, it's crazy to me, but all right.
Yeah.
So he on the street, right? He's like, nah, he ain't got nowhere to stay. And he barely is talking, bro. Like, he's like, kind of type shit. He ain't speaking clearly like I'm speaking to you clearly.
Sure.
And so I was like, you got a place to stay? Like, nah, I got a place to stay. Right? I ain't staying nowhere. And I was like, man, this dude probably on the street for a while now. Wouldn't it be nice if he could have like a warm place to lay his head for like, you know what I'm saying, a couple of nights? I ain't trying to like, wait, let me tell the story, bro. Let me tell you the story.
Even say one night.
Let me tell you the story, bro. I tell him, I look on the phone, and I was like, oh, there got to be like a cheap motel around these parts, right? And so I look it up. There's like a cheap motel down the street. And then I was like, all right, bro, there's a motel literally walking distance from here. Meet us over there. I'll get you a hotel room. You can take a shower. Cause bro stank, bro. He was stank, dirty. You could tell he ain't had a bath in a minute, bro. Again, do unto others, right? And so I was like, all right, bet. Meet us at this motel down the street. And so boom.
So he walked?
So he was walking, right? He's walking. I asked him, you know the one I'm talking about? He's like, yeah. Because the lay of the land, he walking around barefoot all the time.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, bet. Anyway, we start heading over there. And I see bro walking. And he hobbling. And I'm like,
I guess
dang.
you do know the lay of the land.
You know what? God is with me. God is with me. So I'm in a coupe, right? Right? I was like, Cordell, here's what you gonna do. Here, Cordell, hop in the back. I'm gonna drive this nigga in my fucking BMW coupe. I was like, I'm gonna just drive him, bro. I ain't about to be letting this shit take forever. So I pull up on bro. I was like, hey, bro, hop in. He hop in the thing. You could tell this nigga shell shocked, bro. Hey, he's like, this is the weirdest shit has ever happened to him since being homeless. You could tell, bro. So anyway, we get to the first motel. We come out, boom, I go up to the guy, I'm like, all right, bro, I want to get like a room for like 2 nights. They're like, oh, who's staying? I was like, oh, my friend right here. He needs a place to crash. He's like, oh, I need ID. Of course, bro don't got no ID. And so he was like, yeah, he can't stay here if he doesn't have any identification. I was like, oh, I got ID. He's like, yeah, they don't work like that. I was like, oh, I bet. And so then I get on my phone, and you ever heard of the Oyo Motel? It's like OYO. Have you ever seen one of those? It's another like probably prostitutes, people live there type shit when they're down bad.
Will drove by it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Visited this and that.
Yeah.
When we drove by, the prostitutes all outside. Yeah.
I think that was the one, bro. And so I was like, so here's what we going. With them, you can literally like buy it online. You feel me? You can get online. I paid for the room. All I had to do was go collect the key, type shit. So I go collect the key this time. I don't do no talking or anything. And I get bro in the room, right? We got him toiletries. We got him, toothbrush, toothpaste, soap. He can take a bath. He can change into his clothes.
Got bro to work.
And everything be good. And then I kept one of the keys, right? So I gave him, they give you 2 keys. I kept one, he keeps one. And so I was like, bro just ate. I was like, man, I know I can't save you, bro. I can't change your life. I don't got bread like that. And I also trying to be a real Christian, so I'm trying to do this in secret. You know what I'm saying? I could have spun it into some kind of vlog thing and really make a big deal out of it. Get people to raise money or whatever, put this nigga in. It's like,
I'm kind of like that too. But I'd rather, if I would do something like that, I don't want no cameras or nothing. Cause that, you know what I mean? It get kind of weird and stuff. Like, nah.
I can't do that shit either, right? Because I'm trying to actually be a real Christian and do this shit secret.
In
And,
private.
yeah, and so I was like, so I can't do all that, but bro, I can give you 2 nights to reset. You know, we got him some snacks and shit. Got him a little duffel bag. And I was like, you get to reset, bro. And who knows? I'm thinking maybe this be the shit that get him back on his feet. And of course, I also preach the gospel to this nigga too, right? I tell him about the whole. You know, I didn't just do all this shit. I was like,
Bro, you done did all that. You know what I'm saying? The doors of the church is open now.
bro, you know, you got to repent. You got to pray to Jesus. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, you gonna hear this. Yeah.
So boom, I leave. Me and Cordell would leave, and we feel like, man, we just did some good on this earth, man. We just did some good for somebody.
At this point, how much have you spent? Would you say?
Probably about like between $200 and $300.
I thought, okay,
yeah,
that makes
somewhere
sense.
around there, between $200 and $300.
Now, I'm gonna say the feeling that they felt though, like right there, I was like, dang, that was worth it. You know what I'm saying? Give them like a couple, like 2 days, 2-3 days of peace.
You know,
Okay.
yeah. And so, boom, right? We go.
Yo, why he playing this music, bro? It's about to go crazy. Hold
We
on.
leave. Next day, we go to Panda. Bro is back sitting at Panda Express.
What? Hold
Make
on. Hold on. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. After you done did all that, nah, bro.
Get even worse. He in the same tattered clothes
No, stop, bro. Stop.
that I found him in.
Stop. No. You got nah, bro. You gotta be
Right?
trolling. You got to be trolling.
And I'm like, I pull up on bro. I pull up on him. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, I would too. Like,
I was like,
what is
I
going
was like, yo, what's
straight?
I was like, yo, what's good? Like, well, you good? What happened? He was like, he says he mumbled some shit, bro. And it was me and Cordell. Again, Cordell is there. I'm pretty sure he was there. He was there the first time for sure. I feel like I remember he was there the second time. Anyway, I was like, bro, where it was good? I was like, what happened? I'm wondering if something happened. They robbed him.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Son,
Bro,
maybe it was some dude.
I was like, I go back to the. I was like, I'm gonna go back to the hotel room, bro, and see what happened.
Way.
I was like, I gotta go and see what this nigga did. I was like, what happened? Is all this shit? Cause he don't got nothing with him either. Like, not all of the shit we bought him, bro. I think the only thing was, oh shit,
my bad.
yeah, Cameron.
I went back to the shit.
I wanted to see because he didn't have none of the shits with him. And he was like, he's not going back. I asked him, I remember that. I remember him saying he wasn't going to go back to the hotel room. So we go back, bro.
Yeah,
Or at least I
You
did. I
was
can't
going
remember
back.
if Cordell was
And I
there
got
for the
key.
second
I'm finna
visit.
see
I think
what's
he was. Anyway, we go. Bro, well, first and foremost, most of the shit I bought him was still there in the hotel room, right?
Wow.
Yeah, most of the shit I bought him was still there in the hotel room. I think I remember him saying something about like the clothes was uncomfortable or some shit like that. And so the only thing I think he had on from what I purchased for him, bro, was he had on the socks. I can't remember if he had on the shoes.
Come on.
And he had on the underwear. He like had on a new pair of underwear, but he still had on the same baggy, dirty, dingy sweatpants. And I think he had on like one of the undershirts. Like he put on a shirt under that I bought him under his old hoodie.
Okay. Oh,
You feel me?
The old one.
Yeah.
What are we
But
doing?
we go back, bro, and the room's fucking a mess, bro. I don't know how this nigga did this shit. The shit is trash. All the shit we bought him is just all over the floor, the bed. The food we bought him, he left most of that shit.
Didn't even eat all this.
Nah, he didn't
Was
even.
he really like homeless then? Was he like faking the funk? Like, what's up with him, man?
Eat all the food. We got him like, you know what I'm saying? We got him snacks, bro, like granola bars and shit, canned shit, you know, shit that can last you. He didn't eat most of that shit or any of it, really. Most of it was unopened.
Wow.
And then he like, we got him a case of water. There was like maybe a few water bottles missing. But here is the thing that really fucking sent me, bro.
We
go to the bathroom, bro.
No.
It's like this nigga don't know how to use a bathroom.
Stop.
Bro, it's just nasty. Like,
watch out, man. Watch out.
It's shit on the toilet.
No.
I'm telling you, bro. It's shit on the toilet. Everything was just a mess, bro.
No.
And I felt so bad for the people that got to clean this shit up. And so... And everything smelled foul, bro.
I'm not finna
and so I was like, yo, Cordell, we just gotta leave this shit, bro. We gonna leave this shit. We got like a little garbage bag throughout like the trash, like the shit that was easy to throw away. We threw it in the trash. And then from there, I was like, I ain't never doing no shit like that ever again, bro. Even as a Christian, I was like, I ain't never doing no shit like this ever again, bro.
Oh,
yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm surprised you never told me.
I ain't gonna lie. If that happened to me, I would. Yeah, that's it. It's a wrap for me. But I mean, you can't be like that. Like somebody else might have really appreciated and actually used that to get themselves straight. It might have been that dude. I don't. He might have regretted that afterwards. Like, dang, they brought all this. Like, what are you doing? Hey. To each his own, I guess. Whatever. Bro got a good heart, but dang, bro. What Buddy was ungrateful. The dude he did all that stuff where he had like, bro, come on, man. Come on.